welcome back to a new video. This is the second video of 2021 and it is a video about all my 5-star reads of 2020. Is that weird? Is it too late? Probably, but I'm gonna do it anyway. First of all, if you see this here, that's the bottom of my bed. I have like a bunk bed type situation, so I can't... Wait. Nah. I can't, like, cut that out or something, so if it annoys you, I hope it doesn't. Does that make sense? I don't care, really. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk a bit about all my 5-star reads from 2020. These are not in any particular order. I was gonna do, like, a top 10 or something, but I have 25-star reads, and I can't choose favorites. I have tried, it's not working. So I'm just gonna talk a bit about all of them. I hope I can, like... put a picture of the book here, but if I can't, you'll see. I think these are in order of when I read them. So we'll start with They Both Die at the End. This is a very wholesome story about, well, I'm not gonna talk too much about it because spoilers, but it's very wholesome. It's basically, there's like, this company that knows when everyone will die, like 24 hours in the... How do you explain this? You get a call if you die within the next 24 hours. So if you're awake at midnight and you get that call, you're like, oh shit. I am rambling. I've been fighting with my computer and trying to finish my schoolwork all week, and it shows. Anyway, so they both die at the end, and I just really love the story. I audiobooked this and, like, read half of it from a book I borrowed from a friend. But yeah. Then we have Cinder, which is, I think it's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't like Cinder, but I really did. I liked it. It's a retelling of Cinderella, but then, like, in the future. It's very weird. And a lot of people like the rest of the series better, but I liked Cinder best, and then the rest, I kind of enjoyed the rest of the series, but then also I didn't, so yeah. Above that is Levana Story, which is a novella that comes like halfway through the Cinder series. Then we have Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. I actually own this book. I was gonna show it to you, but then I remembered I lent it out to a friend, so I don't have it here right now. It's a book by Dan Brown, and it's about the Vatican. There's like a time bomb in the Vatican, and there's the what do you call that? The ceremony of a new pope being chosen is going on right now, so everyone is in danger. It's really weird, basically. It's a lot about elements and the Illuminati. But I really enjoyed that. Then we have Snowfall, which is another book I do own, but I lent out to a friend, so I can't show you right now. That's the book that's being written in Jane the Virgin on Netflix. And Jane the Virgin is one of my favorite series, so naturally I had to get this book. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's very good. Also, it took me, I think, 3 months to figure out who was the ghostwriter for this book, because the writer that's on the cover is Jane Villanueva, which is obviously the character played by Gina, I don't know what her last name is, in the show. So that's not the actual writer, and I couldn't figure it out, and then all of a sudden I was looking on the Goodreads page of the book, and it was just right there. So that was fun. Then we have The Poet X, which is, I think, the first or second book I read by Elizabeth Acevedo. And it's a book written in verse, and it's about this girl... Oh, no, now I'm confusing with the fire... Bleh. I am confusing it with the storyline of With the Fire on High, which is the next on the list. I also enjoyed that a lot, but I think I'm confusing storylines in my head right now. Anyway, With the Fire on High is about this teen mom who is trying to find her way in school, and with finance issues and stuff, she lives with her daughter, with her grandma. And she's really passionate about cooking, and it's just a wholesome story. Also not that wholesome because, no. No, I don't know. I found it wholesome, but then again, it was also not really, if you know what I mean. Is that weird? Yes, probably. We'll just go on to the next one, which is The Siren by Kira Cass. And it's just, this was a reread for the rereadathon that was somewhere in June, I think. Maybe August, I don't know. Wait. I have this written down in my bullet journal. By the way, look, this is my bullet journal. I think I have this written down. Yeah, look, it was in July. I had 3 readathons going on in July. And this was my TBR for all of them. But, so one of them was the rereadathon, which was basically an excuse to reread all your favorites. And I read this for that. It's about this girl. She's a siren, obviously. And when you become a siren, you become a part of the ocean, and you forget all your memories, and then you have to surf for 100 years, and then you can go back to life. I think that is it. Basically, you can become a siren if you're drowning and then have the willpower to stay alive. But you have to leave everything behind and then surf for 100 years. If I say that like this, is weird, but I really love the book. I've read it as a kid. I read it again last year. And it just ran away with me all over again. Then we have Ninth House, which I do have right here. I do own it, and I have it right here. Great job. Yeah, this is, I bought this because I'm a huge fan of Leigh Bardugo, and it didn't disappoint. It's really something else, than her other books, because the other ones are, young adult, and this was an adult fiction. I don't know if it really qualifies as fantasy, but it's about secret societies and stuff. So it's really, I really enjoyed it. It was really interesting. It is pretty dark, though. If you're gonna read it, you should look, there's some reviews on Goodreads with the trigger warnings in them, so you should read those first, because it is a pretty dark book. But if you're in for that, go ahead. Then I read Gozerd, which is a Dutch book. I don't know if you can hear from the title, but it's a Dutch book, and it's about this boy. He's 10 years old, and he has an invisible friend. And everyone keeps telling him his friend doesn't exist. He's imaginary, but he is 100% sure he's just invisible. But the rest of the story was just really about adults not understanding this kid, and it was really, it really did something in my mind. It was weird. But I did enjoy the book, because I did give it 5 stars, so yeah. Then I read Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I don't really have to say anything about this, because I think everyone got the hype of this one. It's just wholesome. Y'all, count along. How many times do I say wholesome in this video? Leave a comment down below, because I'm really curious. I think I say it a lot. Or we could do a drinking game, take a shot every time I say the word wholesome. But let's not do that, because let's just not, you know? After Red, White, and Royal Blue, we're just moving right along as if I'm not saying anything crazy. I read The Witch of Willow Hall, and it was about this girl discovering she has... Well, not really discovering, she has these powers that no one can know about. And her ancestors were witches in the Salem trials, and it's this whole storyline. Yeah. Every single book in this video, I say, I really enjoyed it. It was wholesome. It was weird. And it's just because if I try to explain what the book is about, it turned weird. But if you just read the book, it's good. Yeah. But The Witch of Willow Hall, it was this girl, she and her family moved to a big manor, which is called Willow Hall, to escape some scandal. And you take about the whole book to find out what the scandal was, and the whole storyline goes around it, and it's just... You should read it. It's good. Then, we're now coming around to October, because I'm reading scary books now. The next one was Final Girls. So a final girl, the definition, it is the last girl standing in a horror movie. And this book is about one girl, she's a final girl. And not in a horror movie, it was just in real life, because there were mass murders, and she was the only girl, or the last girl standing. She survived, and then she became a final girl, and that becomes this whole thing about her story. You get to how do I explain this? As the story progresses, you get to know her story from when she was in the big mass murder. And another storyline in the present gets woven through. So it's really complicated, but it is good. I say that for every book because I did give them 5 stars. I did think they were good. Next, I read The House in the Cerulean Sea, and that really, truly was wholesome. I have said that for a lot of books, but The House in the Cerulean Sea truly was wholesome. It's about this caseworker, and he gets sent to an orphanage where all the dangerous kids are. Because he's a caseworker for DICOMY, which is Department in Charge of Magical Youth. So he goes to these orphanage where the magical kids are to figure out if everything is okay, if the kids are taken well taken care of. And then he gets sent to an orphanage on an island where all the most dangerous kids in the world are. And just so you fall in love with the kids, you fall in love with the man. It's just really cute. Then we're almost there. Then I read The Queen's Gambit. Or I didn't read it. I audiobooked most of these. I don't know which ones. I did read The House in the Cerulean Sea, but that was on PDF, so I don't have that here in paper. I read Red, White, and Royal Blue, also in PDF. Gozerd. I borrowed from the library. The Siren I borrowed from the library too, and then Snowfalling and Angels and Demons I did have in physical form, but the rest I audiobooked. I don't know if you kept count of what I just said. I might cut this out of the video. Who knows? But I was talking about The Queen's Gambit. I read that because obviously there's a show called The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. And when I finished that, I was really hungover because it was such a good show. And then I saw in the credits, it was based on a book. So I audiobooked the book because I wanted to know the story. And it was almost exactly the same. Like, I heard sentences that I had heard in the show before. So that was really awesome. Then I listened to In a Holidays. Which is about this girl. I don't know if you've seen the movie Groundhog Day, but this girl gets stuck in a time loop around Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. This was wholesome. This was weird. Read it. But, like, wait till next December, because this is a weird book to read in, like, June, because it's about Christmas. And then I read The Nightingale, which you've seen me talk about this book. I've said it before, go read it. I don't have it here right now. I've lent it out to a friend again. I should stop doing that. I should just keep my books on my own shelves. By the way, do you like this, like, in the background with the doors open? Because I can do that again, or I can not. Leave a comment. I'm so awkward. Yeah, so The Nightingale, go read it. Pick it up. It's great. And then the last one is Voorbij het Wederwoud. Also a Dutch one. It's about this girl, and her sister has a chronic illness. And then I don't even remember. I don't know how to explain what this book was about, but it was very, very good. I'm really waiting for the next part, but this just came out, I think, in October. Wait, I think it's somewhere in here. Yeah, this came out in September. So the second part is currently being written, and I'm waiting for it hard. That's what I've got to say. So that was my 20 5-star reads of 2020. I hope you enjoyed. Leave in the comments, what was your favorite book of 2020, or what was your top 20? What were your 5-star reads? I would love to chat in the comments. Bye, guys!